This is going to be much simpler than you think, and that's exactly why it works. You don't need a big plan, a new life, or perfect motivation to improve yourself. In fact, most people stay stuck because they believe change has to be hard. But what if small, easy steps, things you can start today, could slowly change how you feel, how you think, and how your life moves forward? Right now, many adults are living in a quiet routine. Wake up, check the phone, go to work, come back tired, scroll again, sleep, and repeat. On the outside, everything looks normal. Bills are paid, responsibilities are handled. But inside, something feels off. Not bad enough to panic, but not good enough to feel excited. This hidden gap between your outside life and your inside feeling is where real change begins. Studies show that people spend hours each day on automatic actions without even noticing it. That means your life is being shaped by patterns you didn't choose. But here's the good news. Once you notice it, you can change it. And you don't need to change everything at once. In this video, you will learn simple ways to understand your life, build small habits, shape your environment, control your emotions, and become someone you respect, step by step, in a way that feels real and doable. Watch until the end, because each part connects. And if you find value in this, don't forget to like and subscribe, because this might be the start of a better version of you. Most people are not really choosing how they live. They are just repeating what they did yesterday. You wake up, reach for your phone without thinking, scroll for a few minutes that turn into half an hour, rush through your morning, go to work, come back tired, and again fall into the same loop. This is called living on autopilot. It feels normal, but over time, it quietly takes control of your life. If you look closely, a big part of your day is not planned. Studies often show that people spend several hours a day on their phones, not for learning or growth, but just scrolling without purpose. That means many hours every week are lost without even noticing. This is why many people feel like time is moving fast, but nothing is really changing. The first step to improving your life is very simple, but most people skip it. You need to see your life clearly. Not judge it, not feel bad about it, just notice it. Think of it like checking where your money goes before trying to save it. You need a clear picture. Start with a small life check. For one day, just observe yourself. Notice when you pick up your phone. Notice how long you stay there. Notice what makes you feel tired. And also notice small moments that make you feel a little better, like a short walk, a quiet moment, or a good conversation. These small details matter more than you think. At the end of the day, ask yourself one simple question. Where did my time really go today? You don't need a perfect answer. Even a rough idea is enough to open your eyes. When you start seeing your patterns, you slowly gain control. And once you have control, change becomes much easier. Life, they wait for the right mood, the right time, or a strong burst of motivation. But that moment rarely comes. And even if it doesn't last long. Real change does not come from big actions done once. It comes from small actions done again and again. Think about this in a simple way. If you improve just a little each day, even by 1%, that small step builds over time. After a few weeks, you start to feel different. After a few months, you start to think differently. And after a year, your life can look completely new. Not because of one big move, but because of many small steps stacked together. The problem is not that people don't know what to do. Most people already know they should drink more water, move their body, read more, or sleep better. The real problem is starting too big and stopping too soon. When something feels hard, the mind avoids it. That is why simple actions work better. They remove that heavy feeling of pressure. Start with one small habit, just one. It could be as simple as drinking a glass of water after waking up, walking for 10 minutes, or writing down one thought before sleeping. Keep it so easy that you cannot say no. This is how you reduce resistance and make it easier to begin. You can also connect a new habit to something you already do. For example, after brushing your teeth, you stretch for a minute. After eating, you take a short walk. This makes the habit feel natural, not forced. Track it in a simple way. You don't need a perfect system. Just mark the days you showed up. Seeing that chain grow gives you a small sense of progress, and that feeling builds confidence. When you repeat small actions daily, they slowly become part of who you are. And once something becomes part of your identity, it no longer feels like effort. It feels normal. Most people try to change their life by using willpower, but they forget one simple truth. Your environment quietly controls your behavior. You may think you are making free choices, but many of your actions are just responses to what is around you. If your space is messy, your mind feels heavy. If your phone is full of noise, your thoughts become scattered. This is why change feels hard, not because you are weak, but because your surroundings are not helping you. Look at your room, your desk, your phone. These are not small things. They are signals. A cluttered space often leads to delay and low energy. Studies have shown that people in clean and simple spaces find it easier to focus and complete tasks. Even something as small as seeing too many items on your table can make your brain feel tired without you noticing it. Start with a simple reset. Pick one small area, like your desk or your bed space. Remove things you don't need. Keep only what is useful or meaningful. This small change gives your mind a sense of control and calm. You don't need to clean everything at once. Just one space is enough to begin. Now look at your digital space. The apps you open, the videos you watch, the pages you follow, all shape your thinking. If you fill your mind with noise, it becomes hard to think clearly. Try removing apps that waste your time or turning off notifications that pull your attention again and again. Replace them with things that teach you or inspire you, even in small ways. Also, make your good habits easier to do. Keep a book where you can see it. Place a water bottle near you. Keep your shoes ready if you plan to walk. These small changes act like silent reminders. When your environment supports you, you don't need to fight yourself all the time. Change starts to feel natural, not forced. Many people know what they should do, but they still don't do it. Not because they are lazy, but because their emotions get in the way. One day you feel motivated, the next day you feel tired, stressed, or unsure, and everything stops. This is very common. In fact, most decisions people make each day are guided more by feelings than by logic. Think about moments when you wanted to start something but didn't. Maybe you felt fear. Maybe you felt doubt. Or maybe your mind kept overthinking simple things. These emotions feel strong in the moment, and they often push you to avoid action. But here is something simple and important to understand. Emotions are signals, not commands. Just because you feel something does not mean you have to act on it. Start by noticing what you feel. When you feel stressed or anxious, pause for a few seconds and name it in your mind. Say something like, "I feel nervous right now," or "I feel tired." This small step creates space between you and the feeling. It helps you slow down instead of reacting without thinking. Your body also plays a big role. When you feel stressed, your breathing becomes fast and shallow. You can change this by taking slow breaths. Breathe in slowly, hold for a moment, and breathe out slowly. Doing this for even 1 minute can calm your body and clear your mind. Another simple method is writing. When your thoughts are crowded, take a piece of paper and write whatever is in your mind. You don't need perfect words. Just let it out. This helps you see your thoughts clearly instead of carrying them all inside. Over time, when you practice this, you start to respond instead of react. You don't remove emotions, but you learn to stay steady even when they come. And when you are steady, your choices become stronger and more clear. At the end of the day, improving your life is not really about money, success, or what others think about you. It is about how you see yourself when you are alone. Do you trust yourself? Do you believe your own words? This is where real change begins. Many people lose confidence not because they failed big, but because they break small promises to themselves again and again. Think about simple things. You say you will wake up early, but you hit snooze. You say you will exercise, but you delay it. You say you will stop wasting time, but you still go back to the same habits. These may look like small actions, but over time, they send a message to your mind that your words don't matter. This slowly reduces your self-respect, and when self-respect goes down, motivation also becomes weak. The good news is, you can rebuild this step by step. You don't need to do something big. You just need to start keeping small promises. Choose something very simple, like waking up at a certain time, drinking water in the morning, or doing a short walk. The key is not how big the task is, but whether you follow through. When you do what you said you would do, even in small ways, your mind starts to trust you again. This builds a quiet kind of confidence. Not loud, not forced, but strong and steady. Over time, this becomes part of your identity. You become someone who shows up, someone who follows through. Set small standards for yourself, not based on others, but based on who you want to be. When you act in line with those standards every day, your behavior slowly shapes your identity. And once your identity changes, your life follows. Self-respect is not given by others first. It grows from your own actions. And when you trust yourself, everything else becomes easier. By now, you can see that improving your life is not about doing something big or hard. It is about seeing clearly, starting small, shaping what is around you, staying calm inside, and becoming someone you can trust. These are simple ideas, but when you use them every day, they quietly change how your life moves. Many people think change takes a long time, but small actions can start showing results very quickly. When you notice your time, you stop wasting it without knowing. When you build small habits, your days start to feel more active and meaningful. When your space is clean and your mind is clear, it becomes easier to focus. When you handle your emotions instead of reacting to them, your choices become better. And when you keep your own promises, even small ones, you begin to respect yourself more. You don't need to do everything at once. That is where most people go wrong. They try to change everything, feel tired, and stop. Instead, take one small step today. Just one. That is enough to begin. Over time, these small steps connect, and they build a stronger version of you without pressure. Remember, no one is perfect. You will have slow days, you will make mistakes, and that is normal. What matters is that you don't stop. Keep showing up in small ways, and you will move forward without even feeling the struggle. If this helped you see things in a simple way, make sure to like and subscribe. There is more to learn, and each step will help you build a life that feels better, one day at a time.